Welcome back. I'm sure many of you have heard the term TED Talks, so these super, popular videos that are online and whatnot. And you get to learn a ton of great stuff. So join us today. Who's bringing it here locally is Greg Tavine. So welcome to the show, man. You've been doing some major stuff in our community. So first off, thank you for what you're doing.
No problem. It's an honor to be here.
And then talk about what's happening with TED Talks coming up.
So on Thursday, we're going to have our 9th TedXFargo, and it's an opportunity for our community to come and hear ideas. There'll be over 2,000 people at the Fargo Civic Center. We've got speakers flying in, whether it's the Lamoureux sisters that just won a gold medal in the most recent Olympics, or Rich Karlgaard, the publisher of Forbes. We're going to have 24 speakers, performers, a day of learning. It's just a lot of fun.
I love that. So the Lamoureux twins are going to be speaking, and you know what they're talking about?
Yeah, so they're coming. They've been doing a lot of work on equality in pay. So they're looking at a hard issue. All the studies show that men get paid more, and they're speaking out on it.
And then what about Rich Karlgaard? What are you going to have him talk about?
So Rich has done a bunch of research and just launched a new book called Late Bloomers. And the research shows that the people that are most successful in starting companies aren't just the 24-year-olds in hoodies doing tech companies. It's actually later in our life. And so the studies show that our brain is at an optimal level to start things and have peak performance in our 50s and our 60s. So Rich is from Bismarck. He's the publisher of Forbes, and he'll be back for a couple days.
He's super solid. I've talked to him before. He's fantastic. You also just mentioned you've got 5 NBC execs flying in?
Yeah, so there's a group coming from Philadelphia that are coming, that are part of the NBC team. They're really supportive of what's been happening with the Lamoureux sisters. And so there's folks from Comcast, from NBC. They want to check out Fargo. And so it'll be fun to have them here. That
is fantastic. Also, somebody from Microsoft might be swinging through, I'm hearing, or?
Yeah, so Brad Smith, the president of Microsoft, he'll be with us. He's going to give a talk on what's happening in rural America as it relates to technology, skill development. Microsoft's committed to developing the 21st, 22nd century workforce. So he's going to give a talk on that. And it's really fun because not only is he going to give a talk on that, Barry Batchelor, one of our local entrepreneurs, is going to give a talk on a 100% autonomous farm. And then there's a whole bunch of speakers you've never heard of, like Sadia. She's a West Fargo High School graduate. She just got the Bill and Melinda Gates Scholarship. She's going to give a talk on how technology can support our police force for rapid response.
Back up, 100% autonomous farm. What do you mean?
So Barry has this theory of change model that what if our community bet on this idea that we could produce a 100% autonomous farm. So the roadways to that farm would be available for autonomous vehicles. The crops would be maintained by autonomous vehicles. The products would be sold online on platforms.
And so I could be in Maui and just hit a button and...
So, I grew up on a family farm, and I think my whole family knows. I wasn't exactly interested or capable. But this might be a way for another generation to be involved in farm management if there's technology that does a lot of the things I am not capable of.
That is incredible. So most important thing, how can people get tickets? Is there a cost?
So we're about to sell out. So TedXFargo, www.tedxfargo.com. Tickets are $125 for kind of the general admission tickets. Student tickets are $50. I would guess by the end of the day today, we could be sold out. We're going to have 2,200 folks there from around the country. We got folks flying in from Hawaii, New Hampshire. They're driving in from across the region. It really is an exciting day.
Anything else you want to add that I'm not asking?
I just think when we think of an event such as TedXFargo or the Fargo Marathon, I think it's important to remember how many folks contribute. We have vendors that are selling TEDx macaroons, or Silver Lining is going to have Teddy Graham ice cream for the week of TEDx. We have 200 volunteers managed by Bell Bank. We have vendors that partner with us. And these events don't happen. So what I would say is if anybody listening today knows any of the volunteers, the sponsors, the folks that are contributing, thank them, because it truly takes a village for any of these activities to happen.
Well, and thank you for spearheading this whole thing. I know it's been a lot of work for you, but you're doing some incredible stuff, so we appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.